In the time when I was doing hip-hop, or let's say the end of the time when I was doing hip-hop was a bit boring for me, you know? West Coast was over, East Coast was over, everything was over, you know? Cool groups like Tribe Called Quest were not there. So it was for me nothing special. Also, hip-hop became very, very commercial. And then people start to come to the DJ booth and ask, can you play this track, can you play that track? You didn't have that in the beginning of the 90s or middle 90s. And then, you know, for me it was like also I discovered more and more electronic music, and I was like, wow, you can do much more. You can create a feeling, you can create a moody feeling, energy feeling. So there was for me much more to explore and much more to do, and that's why I chose to become an electronic DJ. I loved the music, I loved the tracks, and it was so exciting. It was, you know, as a hip-hop DJ, I don't know if you can go immediately techno. It doesn't work for me. I think people like DJ Sneak, Armand Van Helden, even the house people called it house music. For us it was somewhere between R&B and soul, you know what I mean? And I discovered that I had some kind of records, and that was my link from hip-hop and R&B to house music. I found it not difficult, I found it refreshing and cool. I grew up with a lot of folk music, Tunisian music. We used to play the drums in Tunisia, and so techno is drum related. I grew up with Santana, I grew up with a lot of stuff, you know, and you find the link very easy to it. No, I hate all this putting something somewhere. I hate reviews, honestly. How can you review a track? How can you? How dare you? You either like it or you don't like it. But don't start to take out, this is the bass drum is shit, this is shit, this is shit. How can you define a music track when it's somewhere from here to here? You know? When you bring out something new, and you call it trap or you call it drum and bass, cool. But after 2 years, it's a mutation. Yeah. It's an alien. You can't call it, it's an R&B, drum and bass, hip hop related, drum bass, Miami. Yeah, that sucks, you know. So let's call all house music or techno. But there comes, what is house music? You know, David Guetta is no house music. Kenny Dope Gonzalez is house music. That's the problem, you know, is how you put this, you know. So if you start to put things, it's going to become a lexicon, you know. And I tell you the truth, I call something house music, Martin doesn't call it house music. So it starts in the house, you know. It's difficult. I hate tech house. The word tech house is, it kills my ears, you know, because what is tech house? Yeah, I'm not a tech house DJ. When you listen to my tracks, I play classical house music because I use Lil Louis Vega samples. I play real hip-hop samples, and my bass is always techno. So I don't know where the tech house is. Of course, when you those tech house sounds you call, or artists that they call, I play them sometimes, yeah, but it doesn't make me to a tech house DJ. You know, I had a lot of tracks that I was playing over the years, and when I moved to New York with Martin, he said to me, "Hey, you should share it with the world. Let's do a label." And we're like, "Yeah, we're in New York. We're doing an album. We can do a label." And this is how it started. I mean, we are independent. I mean, so far nobody came with $1 million and said to me, "I want to buy this or that," or something. No, I love to be independent. Everything related to Loco Dice is independent. I'm the last one who says this way, or this way, and I love to be like that. I don't know. I mean, you always say Paris is a bit difficult, a bit heavy. This is what the people say outside, huh? I never had this feeling. I mean, in the early days when I played at Rex or something, it was great. And then when I start to play bigger places, for me it was like wild. People go crazy. Maybe it's because of, it depends on the DJ, of course, you know. I mean, when you play deep, you can't get so much reaction, maybe, or I don't know. For me, when I have a big place, we want to have fun. Okay, let's see how much energy everybody got. You know, a big hall needs to shake, and this is for me. And every time I play in big places, or either it's France or if it's Italy or whatever, I go by what are the people like and what is the room, what is the sound system like. So it doesn't matter if it's an Argentinian culture or a South American culture or European culture or whatever. For me, everything is the same. And come on, playing in Paris is international. At the end, I'm gonna have Tunisians, Algerians, Vietnamese, Japanese. You know, it's like you can't really say it's now French. You know, in this case. I love it. I mean, you know, with all the respect to Danny Tenaglia and all these guys, it was a lot of hype in the net, you know. I don't mean to break records or to show off or something, but I have a huge music collection, And if I have the chance to play long and people give me the opportunity and the possibility to play long, why should I not play long? Yeah, sure. In Miami you have, it's open air somehow, it's a terrace. Mm-hmm. I'm from the terrace. I feel so comfortable in this club, with the sound system, with the staff, with everything. I can do what I want. And the most important thing is the crowd. The crowd allows me to play deep, up, down. It's not a crowd which is expecting, okay, he gotta play this, or all his Desolat tracks or whatever. And then all of a sudden you look at the watch, you're like, oh, what happened? But you know, for me it's like, I go to bed then at 6 or something. For me it's like, I wake up in the morning and it's a brand new day when I start at 3 in the night. A lot of people are like, how you do it? 16 hours is not that long. When you work 12 hours. You know, Miami happened a long time ago. This is not the first time I did a long set. It just happened. But this time, of course, I knew, hey, I have the possibility. It could go very long, but who knows? Maybe the people think I'm shit, and then they leave after 4 hours, you know? And also the promoter always said, there is no pressure, you know? And the people should know, hey, I'm not playing always 16 hours coming there. It could be next time 6 hours, 5 hours, you know? But I love music, I love DJing, and like I said, when everything is right, it goes. I'm scared to look on the calendar, so I don't know.
Yeah, too much dates.
Yeah, but I don't like to see so much up front what is happening. Of course, we talk about things and everything, but then I delete them from my head. For me, it's important the week, what is happening next week, and gig-wise, I don't want to know what's happening in the summer, because otherwise I think I feel very stressed and blocked. Yeah, you have to let it go somehow. You have to find a real balance to let it come. You plan it, you know what is coming, of course, but you shouldn't remember it or look at it all the time, you know? And this is what I'm not doing. I hate looking at my calendar. I look only at my calendar when I have to do some dates, or I have to, okay, I want to go with my friends to see the football game in London. Can I do it? You know, or how is my flight? I see it as a business thing than looking at my calendar. But I'm looking forward to go to the clubs. I don't say, hey, there's an album coming out. I don't say this, because if I say this, then I put myself in stress, and maybe I end up like Dr. Dre saying that his Detox is coming out and never came out. It might came out, you know? No, I don't like to pressure myself. Pressure is the worst thing what you can do for an artist or musician, or call it whatever. I like to go to the studio and have fun. I have a lot of ideas, and when I have a lot of ideas and I have a lot of drive and a motivation to go to the studio, this is when I say, okay guys, it's time to go to the studio, block me some weekends or block me some weeks. I want to go back, I feel I'm hot. And then you go and you just do it. And then you see what happened. And in the process, you know, hey, wow, we did 12 tracks. 12 tracks is an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you sit down, you listen to it, you're like, do I got really an album? Yeah, I got an album. The GEMA is a big bullshit. For me, it's like the mafia. Yeah, it's the same bullshit here in Holland or in Italy. It should protect an artist, but it doesn't protect an artist, you know? Don't forget as well how much singles a techno artist sometimes sells is much more than the top 100 which is in the country. You know, like I know hip hop guys, they sell, let's say, I don't know, 50,000. I know some techno artists, they sell much more with downloads and everything. So it's unfair. The money goes to the big producers who are registered, who are, we say, außerordentlicher Mitglied, who is a member. But the small artists, let's say their track has been played all the time on the radio and all this stuff. It's a bit unfair. With the clubs, the same, you know, trying to charge the clubs as much as possible. How can the club afford this? It's not working right, you know, somehow.
Yeah, because also a lot of clubs are going to shut down.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. I mean, it's Germany, thanks God, it's not Italy or something. I don't even think they can bring this law so far. I don't think so. I hope not. You know, because it's not only unfair, it's not logic. It doesn't make any sense. You know, if they sit down, these old guys, because they have no clue about clubbing or anything like that, if they really sit down and they think what's going on, what they are going to do, I don't think they're gonna. They have to rethink it. In this case, let's think positive. Wow, my best memory all over the world.